So guys, yesterday we talked about a framework that I have read in a book called the ADA framework, which we talked about yesterday. Let me just recap. We talked about awareness, interest, desire, and action. Now these are the four kind of like it's like a flow chart. So starts with awareness, you get the buyer's interested, desire, and then action. But today I want to tone it down a little bit. Well, I want to talk about how you can make your first dollar online, and I'm going to show you some steps, proven steps you can take in order to make your first dollar online. So I'm just going to rub the board. Go with red today because red is a good colour. So yeah, first thing you need to think about when making your first sale online is you've got to start creating your audience. And you do this, well, you can do this on social media. So one way is obviously YouTube, which is what I'm using right now in this live session. Another way is Facebook. You can use Facebook. You can also use Instagram. You can use direct mail, which is kind of like email marketing. Email is a powerful tool to use when making a sale online because you can use links, so that's perfect. And to be honest, the reason why people use YouTube a lot, like going live right now, posting videos and stuff like that, is because you can hit them directly with links. TikTok, it's not as easy because, well, you can include a link in your bio, but it's still limited. So yeah, these are the social media platforms. Count email as a social media platform as well. But this is where you're going to generate that interest, awareness, because you want to get as much traffic as possible to your platform. And if you don't have a following, how are you supposed to do that? A great way, you can utilize community posts in YouTube. I've done a video about that in previous videos. But one of the easiest ways is basically to create videos. That's going to get a lot of reach to your audience, to your platform. You can do that with long form content or short form content, it doesn't really matter. But once you've found the traffic source that you want to use, once you've found the social media which you like, personally for me, I like to use YouTube, I like to use TikTok, but mainly email, because that's going to get the attention of your audience fast. But the only way you're going to use email properly is by collecting leads, and you can only do that, well, you can do that a few ways, but we'll talk about that in another lesson. But I'm just going to see if anyone has any questions so far. We got 2 people join, great. But yeah, let me just see if, can you all see the screen properly? Is that all right? Cool. Well, you've got these social media platforms, and essentially subscribers are not going to give you sales. That's what I want to, in this live training, that's what I want to kind of like drive home. If you're joining today and you're thinking about how I can build a brand or build like any sort of online following, the best way to do that is through creating content. We'll talk a little bit about content today, because content is important, because if you're not going to always like post content, it's going to be difficult to reach the audience that you need to reach. But content is like the main thing that you've got to focus on. Content is what is going to drive the most traffic to your website. But if you're creating content, you need to make sure it's in your niche, so it's not just random content. You could do random content if you want. Like if you look at my YouTube, it's kind of random, but at the same time, it's still focused on, well, crypto, internet marketing, that kind of stuff, because that's what people like to listen to. And if you're joining today, you either found my videos through a short or through maybe something else, like a post or something, because I post a lot on the community section, post loads of mindset stuff. So if you're into mindset, you can post that. But with content, it's important to make sure that you understand your audience. So with content, you want to make sure you've decided what kind of niche that you're going to tap into. And usually it falls in between like any of these categories, and there's loads of subcategories as well. So the first one is going to be health. Put like a little heart sign for that. Health. Then you've got wealth, which is like make money, marketing, building a business, that kind of thing. Wealth is important because if you don't have any money, how are you going to have good health? And then the last one is, well, it's love, innit? Love, dating, relationships, that sort of thing. And the great thing about social media is that you can choose which one. I mean, you don't even need to focus on one. Say, for example, my focus is wealth, but at the same time, if you look at my posts, I'm still hitting on dating, relationships, I'm still hitting on health, and then that's where you create your niche. So, say, I don't know if you've read the book Blue Ocean, Red Ocean Strategy, something to do with like finding your niche. Well, if the world consists of these really huge categories, you can find your kind of spot, and that's where the real money is made. So if you're creating content around the stuff that you like, so say you like, I don't know, I like looking at videos to do with Kanye West. That can be to do with relationships, that can be to do with wealth, and that's not really hitting on health, because, well, health is kind of like, health is, in my opinion, health is a separate category. It's kind of like, if you love to talk about fitness and health, then that's perfect. But for me, I'm not really ever focused on this. I mean, I used to sell a product, like a grass-fed meat product through like affiliate links, but yeah, if you're not completely, totally like into that sort of stuff, then you better focusing on these two. So the content, you're gonna create it around something that is what you like. So for me, when I started out, I liked to talk about crypto. I like to talk about mindset. So I would put mindset here and here. So it's kind of both of these two. So mindset is kind of to do relationships as well, because if you've got a good mindset, your relationships fall into place. If you've got a good mindset, your wealth will fall into place. I mean your health as well, but it's more closely linked to these two. So when you're creating content, you've got to have in mind what you're going to talk about. So for example, today I knew that I'm going to get on this live and I'm going to talk about how to make your first sale online. So I thought, okay, if I'm going to talk about how to make the first sale online, I want to talk about content, because content is going to bring sales. So that's kind of the thought process. If you got any questions, just type it into the video, into the live, and then you can kind of, I'll try my best to answer it. But so yeah, that's about content. You could make some kind of like content just posting different videos like I do, and that's bringing subscribers in. So that brings in like hundreds or tens of subscribers, sometimes thousands. Like one video got me like 2,000 subscribers, so that's cool. Try and get it up. But like, the thing is with content, you don't want to spam stuff because it's just gonna make things a bit difficult. Well, for the algorithm especially, because if the algorithm is not working towards you, if it's not working for you, then it's just YouTube gonna think you're spam, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's my YouTube here. 3,855 subscribers. Started off with like 300, and the way that I'm doing it is I'm creating content, short form, and I do a bit of long form. So as you can see, I've got I do a bit of whiteboard training sessions. I've got my content here to get more views, kind of YouTube stuff. But mainly it's these short videos. These short videos are the videos that are really getting the views, and because YouTube really like that. So we'll talk a bit more about content, and then I'll get into actually making the sale, which if you stay till the end, you'll realise it's actually quite simple. It's not too difficult. But once you've got this content in place and you know what you're talking about, you've got your audience in your mind, then you know, okay, I'm going to focus on this kind of audience. And then you can just tailor your content towards the audience that you like to talk to. Another side note, and I'll keep going off topic, but it's really important to understand yourself, because if you're going to create content, you need to know, am I a practical person, or am I like a creative sort of type, or where do my interests lie? That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, with content, if you're going down the YouTube route and you're creating videos like I am, there's two types of contents you can create. So one is the long form content, and the other is short form. So with long form is great because, I'll be honest with you, completely transparent, with long form content, you could create sales over the span of years. There's one video that I posted maybe it was a year ago, so I posted it and I was kind of just thinking, I might just give up with YouTube kind of thing, because it's just not working. And then out of nowhere, this video got 6,000 views, and it got 100 subscribers, but they were actual subscribers that came to my video. And that's because I optimized the video. I provided value. So with content, you got to make sure the long form content are providing value. If you're not going to provide value, then what's the point? Value can come in many ways though. It's not just knowledge, like I'm sharing knowledge with you now. That's one form of value. Value can come in experiences. That's more I would say vlogging sort of thing. And then value can come also in humor, which I struggle to create sometimes, because humor is just you've either got it or you're not. But the thing is, with humor and experience, you got to be as honest as possible. If you're not honest, if you're not if it comes across as this disingenuous kind of thing, then that's not good. Short form content is videos between 7 to 60 seconds long, and these videos are kind of TikTok based. So we'll put here YouTube, because I'm talking more about YouTube, because that's kind of what I focus on. So YouTube, you got 7 to 60 seconds long videos. You got long form content. These are more value based. These are little snippets. So if you focused on, I don't know, say it would be health, it would be a little 60-second clip of someone working out, or a motivational video, that kind of thing. With my videos, I'm focused on like kind of podcast styles because that's working right now. You've probably seen like Andrew Tate and that, other people, Jordan Peterson. So with short form content, you want to create conversations. I've talked about that in another video. So engagement is key. With any video though, engagement is key, let's be honest. Engagement. But I'm talking about short form because when I got the 1 million views in one of my videos and then another video, engagement was actually like critical, because if you don't have engagement, what happens is YouTube shows the video to you and people are scrolling, they've got like an attention deficit span. They're like a goldfish. It's just so hard to get the attention of people. Like even with live videos, or if I send an email out to like even 2,000 people, some join and some don't, and some click and some leave. So it's kind of like you got to make sure that the video is just hitting every single psychological trigger, which I go through in different videos and in my course program, etc. That kind of thing. I'm just gonna see if we've got any comments and then I'll continue with the live. We got 2 people on. That's awesome. But yeah, engagement is key, and I'll tell you why. Because people love to create conversations. Because if you look up through my little short form content videos, my shorts, you'll see in the comments, it's like a thread, you know, like Twitter. People talk about, this video, like, they'll talk about the little tiniest detail that you won't even notice. For example, one of my Kanye Northwest videos is kind of like, people will just literally focusing on the most smallest thing. Maybe even it will relate to their life experience, like I was saying before, life experience. So in a way, short form content and long form content is both kind of like life experience. But the main thing is you want engagement. With short form content, how are you going to create engagement that is going to lead to people subscribing to your channel? Well, for one, you need to make sure you know who's in your mind. So again, that leads back to audience. You need to know who is going to enjoy the video and who's going to get a little bit angry. So, you know, like Donald Trump, he says some things, I'll be honest with you, he might mean what he says, but most of the time he just wants people to say some stuff about him, or like basically just clickbaity kind of thing. Don't overdo it, because then people will get annoyed. Because say you've got like 10,000 subscribers, maybe in like a few months, people will just be like, they'll just unsubscribe because they'll see that your videos, again, it comes back to being genuine and stuff. That's why most people give up when it comes to content creation, creating a brand, creating a following, because they just spam it. Don't spam it. So, but in the case of spamming, it's very interesting, because like you could still spam. I mean, try not to spam, but if you do get into the habit of creating the same content or something like that, maybe have a few channels. So have one channel which is a general, I call it a general channel. Have another channel where it's like focused on one community. For example, you've got like a Donald Trump channel. That's just an example. It could be a Biden. I don't support anybody politically. Like, I just find him funny, Donald Trump. He's just a funny guy. But yeah, focus on creating certain channels that can create a following, because by the end of this training, this little training video here, training series, I'm going to show you how you can create sales based on interests. And it's important, because when you got the content right, you don't need to think about the product, because the product sells itself. The product is like, I mean, you don't have to have a product. We live in a day where like a product is not necessary. Just see if we've got any questions or any comments or anything like that. Cool. So yeah, we've got short form, long form. This is for YouTube, and I'll talk a bit about long form. So in my videos, when it comes to long form, I'm either trying to talk about something that I've worked out within my niche. So say you're in, I don't know, internet marketing, and you've worked out that a certain product sells really well. And then in your long form content, you can explain how you got there. So again, that's experience. Add a bit of humor, that's great. If you can, of course. If you got no humor, then just do like practical videos where it's like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And then what happens is people will watch through the video, and that will create a really good retention rate. And now that leads me to my next point. So once you can talk about like stuff that you can create value, for example, now I'm talking to you about YouTube, creating posts, etc. That's value. But say you found out what you want to create in terms of value, then you just go for it. You just continue to talk about stuff that you like. So say you got a, okay, I'm going to use an example of my own. I created a tutorial how to find meme coins, which are like crypto coins, 100 to 1000x coin. So that's coins. So when I created the video, I was like, okay, I know this skill. I can find projects that literally do that sometimes. I was supposed to say 1000x. Not all the time though, sometimes it's the 2x, 3x, but who cares? The point is, I've done that. So now I've got a skill. I can be like, I can create a video and I'll be like, okay, so how did I find this coin? Okay, I need to find out the project. So you got the project, and within that project, there's certain like things that's like you gotta find the contract, see if it's legit or not. Then you gotta find out how to find the community. So within that one thing, that one topic, I can already create 3 videos, and then you can literally expand it. You can be like, contract. How do you find contract? Okay, there's 2 ways you can find out the contract. Community, and then this is the even better part. You can tell people how to create a community. So you see what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to explain to you that once you found your niche, you can expand the possibilities. You can expand it. Like you don't need to, I don't know. You don't really need to focus on one single thing. You can literally focus on many things. And when you're creating these long form videos, make sure you've got the audience in mind, number 1. Because if the audience is not in your mind, then the video is not going to do well. But to be honest, that video that I did that got like 6,000 views, it's quite a searchable term. So how to find, because everyone's looking for that. It's like find this coins, how to. It's like it's nice, it's searchable. But when I did it, I was like, okay, I know this skill. How am I gonna implement? How am I gonna apply this to the video? How am I gonna explain to people that actually it's not that hard to find these coins? All you need to do is go on this website, and if you watch the video, you'll realize why I did well. It's because at the start of the video, I was like, okay. Many of you have been asking me, how do I find these coins? I use this website, so that's a great hook. So that's like, many of you have been asking me. I'll be honest with you, a few people ask me, not many people, but who cares? At least you've got their attention. At least now they're like, wow, this is formal. And many of you have been asking me. Then you go, and then you go into the video. And then because I typed in the link here, so it was like moonarch.app. What happens then? I've typed in that link in the search bar on my Mac. It was like people pause the video and then they go back to it and they're like, what's the website? I even get people in the comments saying, what's the website? I've just shown you in the video. So it's funny. People are people, the internet is funny. But my point is this: if you can create a video based around what you know and something specific that everyone's searching, you can create an audience. And it's hard to do and it takes some patience, but that's the long form. way. Now, the short form way is a lot easier because, well, you don't need to plan the videos because you just don't need to. It's just easy. It's a lot easier. And if you stay till the end of this live, you'll realize that actually it's a lot more easier to create these shorter form videos because they're not, you can literally copy and paste it. Because that's how the internet is right now. There's so much material out there that you can literally repurpose it, and as long as you're not spamming, because my account got kind of shadow banned because I was posting a lot of the same stuff. Then when I went live, the shadow ban went away. So essentially the algorithm is an interesting one, but that's a topic for another day. Let's talk about short form content now. So short form content is a little bit more straightforward. So the long form was kind of straightforward, but it's hit and miss as well. With short form content, you can go over to different platforms, and this is, to be honest, a lot of channels grew like this when using this method, but for long form content. You go into different platforms, and I'll show you how to do it now on my laptop. So, say you go on TikTok, you can do this on your phone. Go over to TikTok. So let's pick a niche first. If someone's here on the live and they've got an idea for a video that they want to, well, a channel that maybe they have their own channel, write in the channel in the comments. Well, you don't need to write the channel. Write in the niche, and I will try and find a video on it, and then we can, you know, kind of create hypothetically a video if you're joining here and you're live on the live video. You can write in the comments or however you choose to do it. I'll pick a video that I know. Okay, what's happening today? It's the final, and it's actually starting now. So the final, you've got like, type in Messi on TikTok. This is what comes up. So straight away, you've got a library of videos, and these are ideas. These are videos that you know have done well. 4 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 27 minutes ago. So all these videos are literally videos that are posting right now because, well, it's just started now, the final of the World Cup. So you can click on a video. So you take this video, you can edit it, you can add your own subtitles, do whatever you want, but the point is you're repurposing the video. So then you grab the link, copy the link. In the case of TikTok, you'd head over to snaptik.app. Snaptik. Paste the link in here. Do this on your phone even. Download it, and now you've got the video. Press download. That's the video. So now what you've done is you've grabbed a video that you know has done well because it's on the For You page on TikTok. You're not going to steal it, but what you're going to do is either you're going to find out how you can repurpose it, or you're just going to edit it yourself. Like, you're just going to create it yourself. So you know the components. So you know that video, the sound is good, the edit is good, and the idea is good. So that's for short form content. So basically that's the framework. You grab the video from a different social media app, and you can literally create a channel based around that. Say if you enjoy football, soccer, however you call it, you create a channel maybe called Magic Messi. The channel's Magic Messi, and you create a logo. You put the logo in the bottom of the video, and every video that you post, now you've got the logo, you've got a video that works, which is very important, and now you've got your distribution network. So now you've got the person in mind, you've got their attention, because now you've got potential of reaching 1 million people from just one video, and that's important, that's powerful, because attention is powerful. If you've got their attention, you've won the game. If you don't have their attention, how are you going to grab the attention? So that's for short form content. I'm gonna have some water, and then I'm gonna continue to teach this live training. This is gonna be recorded and it's gonna be on YouTube. We'll do another 20 minutes or so and then call it a day. If you've got any questions, write the questions in the comments, and then I will join. I will write back in the comments. So that's that, short form content. So now you know there's a long form content and there's short form content. Now you know there's content that is you're gonna provide value. That's gonna be one part of your channel or one channel, and then short form content is gonna be another part of the channel or a separate channel. But my advice to you, if you're gonna promote products to do with affiliate marketing, I would create a separate channel, make a shorts channel, and use the community tab, and whichever videos you post on your channel, then that'll be kind of like to do with your niche, and then you can include links in the video, in the long form video, and in the community tab. I'll try and show you. This is if you want to create a short form content channel. So that's the channel. This is the basic structure of the channel. So you got home videos, shorts, live, playlist, community, channels about. This is the main part of your channel. Community, that's important community section. I created a nice post to do with motivation today, 13 likes. So you can see people like to hear motivational stuff, people like to hear, and this is how you create a brand. And now I've got almost 4,000 subscribers. They might not be on the live today, but they see my other content, and that's how you create a following. But with a short form, you can use TikTok, you can use Instagram. The same method I use for TikTok, you can use it for Instagram, you can use it for Pinterest, whatever. Basically any platform that you know your customer is gonna be there. That's basically it. So that was for long form content, and then short form content is a little bit more straightforward. And once you've created your kind of like your videos that you know that are doing well on TikTok, you can then move it over to YouTube and basically use repurpose those videos and put them out on YouTube, and that's going to create a following on YouTube, and you can then use the community tab and other parts of the YouTube channel to basically sell your products and whatever you want to do with your channel. So yeah, that's that. And the last part of the training today, I'm going to talk about how you can use different platforms to essentially sell your product as well, whether that's in a health niche or love, dating, relationships, or in the wealth niche. So if you're in the health niche, you'll use something called clickbank.com. which is a platform which you can, well, people have already created products that are known to sell. So with clickbank.com, you've got products, people have created products within their business, especially for people like me and you to promote. So say if you want to sell vitamins or I don't know, kind of like health juices or whatever, you would use ClickBank to get people to basically, to promote it. So say you're creating these videos, then the person who is selling the product, they know that you can promote it on ClickBank. So that's very powerful. And also there's another website called Warrior Plus, which I use for selling digital products or software. And then there's another one called jbzoo.com. That's also a great one. And there's some other ones which I won't talk about today. But these websites, you've got people that know how to create products. And I'll show you some examples so you know what to expect. So say you're using ClickBank. Just log into my ClickBank account. So these websites, you got one called ClickBank, which is what I said, if you're in the health niche, that's a great one. But there's loads of different categories you can see, and if you create a ClickBank account, you can choose which category you want to be in. So there's arts and entertainment, and this goes back to what I was talking about before. When you're creating your brand or your following, you want to know which one you're in. So you want to know, are you in the business investing niche? Are you in the education niche? Are you in the games niche? Health and fitness, home and garden. So I'll show you some offers. So this is the final part of the puzzle. This is like the final part of the jigsaw. So you know who your audience is. You know what content you want to create based on the audience. And now all you've got left is to make the sale. That's how easy it is, guys. But easier said than done. Of course, it takes some time, etc. But this is what you can expect if you want to create a business online. So, for example, can you see it says this? So this is per conversion. So say you're in the health niche and you want to sell a diet offer. So these diet offers are amazing because they can give you proper payouts. So $142 per sale. It's actually better than the software niche in a sense because it's like more money. But the software niche, if you get the right client, you can make tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, so that's one product called Alpalian. So clearly, the person who's created this product knows about how to make a good product, because if he didn't, he wouldn't offer 85% per sale. He wouldn't, because he knows once he's got a customer and he's found the partners, which is going to be you, because you're going to promote the products. The vendor, they call them vendors, they know that you can give them a lead or a sale, whatever, and your job is just to provide, just to put the product in front of them. This company will create the product, they'll ship it out, etc., etc. So that's how this kind of business model works. It's working well. It's working well for me on Warrior Plus, JV Zoo, because I've done this for a few years, and I've got like a decent email list, decent customer base, etc. But say you're in the health and fitness niche, you can get 85% per sale, and you can earn up to $250 per average order value. Why does it say average order value? Well, because people don't buy one product, they buy a few. If you've got the right customer, you can sell like 3, 5, 10 to one person, because you don't, when you go into a shop, are you buying one thing? No, you go into a shop and you buy a few things. You buy like 5, 10 things sometimes more, etc. But yeah, these are the websites, the platforms, how to kind of create a sale. So I'm just gonna close now, and as a conclusion, I'm gonna say what kind of, like, give you a bird's eye view. So bird's eye view is this. So we've found out who is your audience, then we know what kind of content to create because we know the audience, and the final piece of the puzzle is, I would call it product placement, or well, it's just called sales. That's literally it. So audience, content, sales. And honestly, the most important thing is the first thing. If you've not got this dialed in, audience, you don't know what's going to make the sale. Because if you know your audience really well, you can appeal to your audience with the content, then the content creates the sales. So that's it. So that's the puzzle. That's the puzzle of making your first dollar online, and you can start today, as early as today. If you work out this formula and you can find out who's your audience and who you want to sell to, it's very easy to create a business online and essentially have repeat customers, etc. Because think about it, if you're creating content daily, yeah, it might take a while, it might take some time, but a few years down the line, you can have a fair few people who are seeing your offers, who are seeing your content, and you can grow it out. And that's when you monetize your channel, that's when you monetize what you're trying to offer, etc. And as a close, I'm going to include a link at the bottom of this video. It's basically a link to get access to the exact teaching methods that I taught for the past, 30-40 minutes. And this is a new sort of program that I'm putting together. It's going to have two options on the page. You can either choose an option to just study about the video/content and kind of get your foot in the door, or you can have a more extensive version, more one-to-one tailored with me. So the link is videoscangoviral.com. So videoscangoviral.com /go, I believe it is, yeah. So videoscangoviral.com/go. I'll include that link below, and this will be your kind of introduction, and you can find out exactly how I got to 4,000 subscribers, how I'm making sales online, etc. And this is a very good introductory program. So if you're looking for something that you can, find out more, this lesson basically covered the bird's eye view of what I teach. But if you want to get a more direct kind of thing, you can go to this link and you can make your account. It's completely secure. There'll be two options. One is, in fact, let me open it up now. Because that's better if you can see it for yourself. So let me just go to this link, which is a page that I put together a couple of days ago. So it's videoscangoviral.com/go. That is the website. There we go. This is the website that you'll see. So what you're going to get in this program, you're going to get 3-step copy pasta framework, which is kind of, I talked about it a little bit, but that's to do with the shorts. So I'm going to explain to you exactly how you can create this network, in a sense. Not really a network. I'll call it more like Amazon doesn't sell a single product. They have their own system that works for them. This is the 3-step copy pasta framework that allows my videos to reach millions of people almost every time I post. I'm not going to say every time I post because that's a bit misleading. You're going to get complete behind the scenes access to hours of exclusive training videos and bigger picture strategy. That is basically all the training videos that I put together and new training videos that you'll be able to see. Every tool, software and fancy plugin. Yes, I use some tools on my YouTube. I use some tools, if you get this one-to-one coaching sessions, then I'm gonna include the tools that I use in terms of like email marketing, etc. Because that is a bit more deeper. That's gonna be more tailored around your business or your brand, whatever you're trying to build. So there's the tool, software, fancy plugins that I'm using on my TikTok and YouTube channel. So that's more to do with kind of when I showed you at the start of this video with the snap tick. That's one software, but there's also other tools that you can use. You're also going to get free bonuses. Fast action bonus 1, promote any product. So I'm going to show you within the training video and a little guide of how you can literally promote any product. So once you've got your audience dialed in, you've got the content dialed in, then the last thing is to create a sale. How can you create a sale if you don't have a product? That's no problem, because as we've explained, the product will be it will be on either side. So if you decide to do if you decide to go into the make money niche, that would be the wealth category. So that would be more like Warrior Plus, Daily Zoo, because Warrior Plus sells like make money offers, etc. If you're going down the health and fitness niche, that would be a different platform. If you're going down the dating niche, that would be another platform. But that will all be included in the materials you need to make sales as early as tomorrow. So if you already have a following, that's great for you, because you've got a following. You can easily create an account on one of these platforms, and you can get a link and you can start making sales. Fast action bonus 2, which is the viral vault video spreadsheet. So when I got enough people on board with this program and this test group, I'm gonna create like a little community where we can have a spreadsheet. You get access to all the latest sounds, videos and trends that work in 2023, so we can be ahead of the game, and that'll be shared in the community section, where you can have like a spreadsheet of everything that is working right now. We'll work on that. Fast action bonus 3 is my community post viral vault file. So this is a file of all the posts that previously went viral on Instagram. So I used to do Instagram a lot, and I posted a lot, and those posts, I know which ones do well, so I'm going to include like a vault sort of thing, so you can just use that post, put it in your community section. You don't even need to think about creating posts. So that's that. I'll include the link below. Videoscangoviral.com/go, and you'll be able to get access to my latest test group, which I'm starting to put together, and it will be great to have you there. Any questions after this video? I'm gonna comment and I'm gonna explain some stuff if you got any questions, and then we will be able to finish the live, because I want to go watch the football. So that was 50 minutes live session. Hope anyone that joined and watched it liked it, got educated by this. Cheers guys.